Oops. I've said all that without anyone hearing. Okay, anyway. Chapter 1.
Forgive me.
This time my mic was muted. I fixed it earlier. Hello? Hello? Yeah, like this should be good. I've been trying to fix this thing now.
What? Christ.
So I did log on earlier to figure out
Fuck.
where the thing was. Right here, by the way. It was where I was checking at yesterday.
So much light everywhere. A pill a day keeps the defective jack away. It's a shame these won't help with my hangover. Okay.
You speak so much, man. Okay, fine.
Well, that was a bit unexpected. I should probably find something to send.
I don't know. For some reason, like my mic's buggy. Like, let me try it. Of course, my mic is all the way down there. Why? Why wouldn't it be? Okay. Let me see. It should be way better now. Way better because earlier I fixed it and it reset again. It should be just as high, and if not, I'm gonna put it a bit lower. Around 85. Put that right there. Okay, yeah. Because I fixed it earlier and then it wanted to reset. Around 15 minutes of work, by the way, and it still reset. Okay, so from yesterday, yeah, I looked all around, right? I looked here, I looked all over here, found nothing, right? Turns out it was in the room of the box I was checking yesterday. Picture she wanted?
Charlotte and Amsterdam.
Here it is.
It's hard to believe they've known each other for so long.
Okay, and then anything else I need? No, nothing else, to be honest.
It would be better if Charlotte had this. It deserves to be on display and not hidden in a drawer.
And I picked that up.
Okay, time to go to work. I'm seriously late.
Alright, I can finally start the story now from where yesterday left off. I skipped every interaction. I didn't need it.
Some coffee and aspirin on the way.
You guys haven't seen... Well, I go here, he'll talk about how his wife said smoking was better with the plants. Okay, that's it. You guys have caught up to the spot I checked out earlier.
Are brutal.
Yeah, you guys should see where this guy lives. This neighborhood is horrid. Okay, go to the ground floor. Like the elevator has graffiti everywhere. Let's say Hangman. I don't know what they'll say. But like this place, I'm sorry, I could not live here. Neighbors are just like him, depressed and very suicidal. Jesus, I promise you, I could not live in an area like this. Look. Trash cans are completely full, spilling out on the ground. I assume the RV guy uses that to warm up. The rent is probably is cheap, but the thing is, he used to live here with his wife, by the way. His apartment looks nice, not bad, but like the area looks absolutely horrid. It's like doing autopsy. I wouldn't think so. I think they make quite a bit.
Okay. all done here. Time to go. Huh?
But okay. Plus, like, you also have to remember he is a teacher as well, Jador. Like, he was recording for like his students or whatever, for like the university. So he should be getting paid quite a bit. Not too little, but not too much either.
Damn, I forgot my jacket. Well, I'll brave it for tonight. Too bad.
That's not a good. Considering all the doctor.
Nice and fresh. At least it's peaceful here.
At least it's peaceful here. This looks like a place I wouldn't step foot in if you paid it. No, you couldn't pay me enough to step in a place like this. I'm sorry. That's obviously a lie. You could pay me. The average pay is 42K. It's not that bad. It's okay.
Good evening, Mr. Ridley.
The timesheet, Hammond.
That's not. What's the timesheet? I don't care enough for that. Okay. I mean, yeah, half his salary is going to his medicine. Okay, what do you say? That type of apartment they're gonna give us like 5,000. No, that apartment is in a horrible neighborhood. You can't catch somebody paying $5,000 for a place like that in that apartment. Okay, so this is the break room. Nothing but pizza and why is there canned food in here? Okay, I'm questioning things that should not be questioned. Okay. This is the fuse, by the way. This is gonna be important because yesterday it started going out. So that's gonna be something important for me. This is
Christ.
my office.
Who leaves the window open in the middle of November? So I'd better check the answering machine.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that closed immediately. Oh yeah, and by the way, I forgot to show you guys earlier, but I saw a car. Well, it was an interaction. I saw a car that he said he's been seeing multiple times. So I think he's getting followed.
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. Well, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's your first birthday without her, and... This, I still have a hangover, and you know me, I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know, today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll catch up on the weekend, okay? Bye. I almost forgot. Charlotte called me this morning. She asked about you, so answer your calls, Jack. This time it's not a reprimand for being late.
That's par for the course. I wonder when this clown will learn to look under his feet.
Yeah, so now it's exactly 1 year since his wife's death, but he's still kind of messed up. Yeah, it's colorful vocabulary. That was his, by the way, since Steven is his brother-in-law, I think. How to break out of this vicious cycle. Yeah, so Steve is his brother-in-law, by the way, and they went out drinking yesterday, and
I actually forgot.
coincidentally it's his birthday.
Alice baked me muffins like these every birthday. A treat for later. I always crave something sweet after a section. Okay, joke's over. Apron, gloves, and...
Alright, time to get to work. Okay, the dissection room is right over there. What's in here? This is the restroom. Ah, this place is filthy. How can people work in conditions like this? Like this is horrid conditions right here. Especially working with dead bodies. This is the lab that I was unable to get into last time. At least this is somewhat clean. I say somewhat because look at all that grime on. Well, that could be rust. It's rust. Okay, nothing else to check out. Time to get to this autopsy. This time it's a female.
Ah, man. I remember you. You were on that talent show. What was your name again?
Oh, Jesus.
I need to order another batch of these. I've got to remember to do that later. And that's the whole point.
And start the video for the students.
Steven laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff.
Alright. That should be good enough.
November 21st, 1991. Time, 9:13 p.m. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Lecture for the Medical University of Missouri. After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs, so today we'll be consolidating our knowledge. So, where do I start? That's right, release folder.
Okay, so before I even start, I'm already looking at her body. See where you have all these issues so far. So she has a lot of stuff on her, like the legs, a lot of damage here. Stomach also has issues. What is that? Exactly. That's her belly button. I thought it was a bullet hole. So those look like bruises. Her arm. Prime Minister's trying to bang. What? Percy. What? Percy. Stop. This is not what this is about right now. And she has marks on her neck. Probably a kidnapping case right here. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so she was on
Ah, yes. Samantha Barker.
the superstar.
There's probably gonna be a lot of chatter about this.
Tell me that later after the stream. Send it to me first. I want to see that. Okay.
When questioned, friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely happy and relaxed. She also quit drinking alcohol and mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that there was no indication of an impending tragedy.
Okay. So far, what I got was that she was clean. She was getting clean from everything, but she still died of something. Let's see. It was her house.
Own apartment by police patrol. Officers were called by a concerned friend of the deceased, who had been unable to contact Barker for several days.
Interesting. Let's see. She had drugs
The
near
deceased
her.
was found in her own apartment, in a semi-recumbent position on an armchair. Large quantities of alcohol and empty packets of sleeping pills were also found in the apartment.
Okay.
During the interrogation, a friend of the deceased admitted that Samantha never got to grips with the sudden fame that came after winning such a high-profile talent show.
So she got famous and started to change her.
After her first album became a commercial success, she was hit with a creative drought. She suffered panic attacks and severe sleep problems. Drugs and medication came into play.
Okay, so from what I got from the story so far.
Well, let's see what settled this matter. As you can see, the body is fully clothed. Therefore, before we move on to photographic documentation, we must remove the clothes. This time, we don't have to focus on the clothes too much. However, there are cases where a clothing analysis can lead to the cause of death.
Alright. So far, the story I got from, I forgot her name already. She got, because of what she was at, she went on a talent show. She got extremely popular because of that. As such, her album got popular. She couldn't take that success. She got into drug use. Look at her arms. Well, her hands. Extremely thin. There we go. Take that off.
Now we can continue with the examination. Again, Begin by taking photographs
I've been
of the
liver.
cadaver. I guarantee
Maybe.
that over time it will cease being embarrassing for
I
you.
still need to know more about what's going on with her body. That's why I'm gonna be taking a closer look.
First, we photograph the whole body.
Right there. That should be enough for the whole body.
And now, any suspicious looking marks or wounds.
I already know a few places. Her neck for once. That's that just looks at rope marks.
Interesting. Very uneven. We need to investigate this.
Okay, so this, her
You don't
stomach.
get such bruises from a normal contusion.
Yeah, the marks on the neck could have been strangulations. That's what I've been thinking of. Her arms look weird though.
Yes, I've seen this many times.
Feet.
Well, there's even more here.
And then where else? I got her arms, not the knees. Got the stomach. Where else could I be missing? Her shoulder. That's a lot of bruising for that area. Yeah, this couldn't have been like the medicine. She's been attacked by something. By someone. I think the dude himself is the killer. No, he's
A few we need to look into.
What do you mean,
here.
Nightmare? No, this is just his line of work. It is. He's not the killer. He's used to this. Okay, so the general body here. Stomach bruises. Her feet, something's wrong with. Neck. Hanging mark. Yeah, so she did have something around her neck. Her right, her right shoulder. And then the left arm. Okay, time to perform the autopsy.
Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look.
She was 28, pretty young. Inspect the area of concern. Okay. Tools, magnifying glass.
Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was undecided.
Oh, yo, that sucks. So apparently, from there, she had a rope on her neck multiple different times. That could not have been an easy death.
The number of bruises suggests that there may have been some kind of tussle.
Like I said earlier. Been punched right here.
Such bruises are caused by either a very heavy blow or by some internal issues.
Her fingers,
And here's
next.
something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured. Others still contain fluid residue.
Yeah, but this feels like it could be multiple things, maybe. It could be like
More numerous blisters.
both the drugs, fighting, and maybe suicide attempt.
We have some leads to investigate here. Let's write this down.
Okay, time to go back. The clipboard is shift. Okay, so she has bruising on her
the
neck.
of the deceased, we can
on
see
her
clearly
shoulder.
given the condition of the deceased. It's difficult to tell immediately.
Oh,
whether
okay,
the
okay.
bruises were the result
So-
of a struggle, or perhaps the result of iron
So from what he's
deficiency.
thinking, right, she could have been attempting to hang herself multiple times, but she has a bruise on her shoulder. You can't get that from trying to hang yourself. Near the time of her death, she has also a bruising here. Yeah, that is a problem. She has multiple different bruises that don't align to trying to self-delete.
Currently, it's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result of a beating, or whether it could be some kind of internal bleeding.
Or like you said, hematomas. It could be, or the hematomas, but the hematomas don't make any sense either because she has two different bruises. Shoulder and then the bottom. Abdomen. Oh my god, my French gets in my
In
way.
general, such blisters usually appear in the case of mechanical abrasions, but due to the place of occurrence, this should be excluded. The most likely cause of such skin changes is the high concentration of barbiturates in the body.
I don't know what barbiturates is. The limbs darker due to drug use. Yeah, she is a drug user, so that could be a factor as
Although
well.
it's easier to have abrasions on your feet, but the number and size of the blisters suggests that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poisoning.
Yeah, the hands and feet could. The hands and feet being that dark is due to that, but like you have a few major arteries in the pelvic region. Yeah. Okay, wait, let's see. So possible cause of death. First one is suicide, which I don't believe at all.
A severed spinal cord, trauma to
Or
the legs,
strangulation.
Or trachea will verify.
She has
whether
multiple
the hanging
bruises.
was the final nail in Miss Barker's coffin. The examination with a UV lamp will dispel some doubts. Potential attackers could have left traces.
Okay.
After examining the organs, we can easily verify whether there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something.
All right. So when I check her abdomen, I should be able to see if she was attacked, and if I see she was attacked, that means that she was definitely killed at that point.
I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests.
Overdose? I don't really think it's an
To be
overdose.
checked in the lab later. Given the testimony of the victim's friend, I add alcohol poisoning to the list of potential causes of Miss Barker's death. A blood test will no doubt quickly verify that hypothesis. But
Okay.
first I'll check for external traces. For this we use the good old UV lamp.
Okay, where's that at? Oh, do I have it in my inventory?
I
UV
look
lamp.
carefully at the whole body. UV rays will reveal any traces. The area around the head is empty.
What about the neck? That's empty as well. The shoulder.
Torso. Empty, without marks.
What about the abdomen?
Right hand
Okay.
clean.
What about left hand?
The left hand seems to be fine.
Still no marks.
Legs, there's nothing here. Ah, well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand.
Okay, so he found no marks. Okay, so what's your theory so far? Early theory, the darkened lips are affected drug use. She fought with someone. She got bruises and died in the process. The culprit tried to hang her to stage a suicide. That maybe. I like that theory. It's
Check
not
for
bad
rigor
one.
mortis.
Okay. I have to back up.
Again, the hand falls freely. After yesterday, you should know what this means. Since we don't have a
Between
definitive
72
lead,
hours.
we will examine all the key organs one by one.
I wanna get here
I'm
first.
Starting the internal inspection.
Okay, where's the scalpel?
I dissect the skin of the deceased.
There we go. At least this person has people that'll go to her funeral. Not like the guy from
I
yesterday.
proceed to deflect the skin flaps.
Wait, empty hand.
And with yesterday's body, the deceased has only
Oh, that
trace
is
amounts
gross.
of adipose tissue.
Wait a minute. Where are the memories or whatever? You know, I'm asking too many questions. It's already too realistic enough. This is pretty cool when you think about it, but God, that is gross.
Now for the ribs.
Okay, where is it? I need the
What do
loppers.
we have here? Or rather,
There we go.
what don't we have?
Jesus
There's certainly
Christ.
no sign of internal bleeding. Sometimes regarding bruising, it doesn't take much.
Look at her
My wife was
lungs.
constantly banging into furniture, walking into door frames. It's a wonder she never broke anything. Before I disembowel the deceased, I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content in the body. I just need my syringe. Just to be sure, I'm taking samples from
Okay.
3 organs: the
Bladder.
eyeball, the heart, and the bladder. Analysis will rule out, or confirm, alcohol poisoning as the cause of death.
Heart. And zoom out, and then the eye. Bro, her lungs are completely
All done. I'll
blackened.
transfer these to the centrifuge.
Jesus.
What was it? 1570? 1075?
Listen. Completely forgot. Where did he have that again? Notes. He had a note about what it should be. 1570 something.
My old but ideal for all the fluid tests. My old but trusted centrifuge. Ideal
Retrieve
for
the
all
notebook
fluid
from the
tests I need to
office.
perform during an autopsy.
I already know it. You don't have to make me go back. That was 1570.
I won't need my notebook.
He wants me to go get the notebook anyways. Don't smoke, kids, or you will be criticized by a depressed. Yeah, you
Numbers
would.
have never been my strong point. It's probably why I regularly forgot birthdays and anniversaries. I'm lucky Alice always forgave me.
Okay, there we go. Was 15. Do I use this again? Can't turn. Oh, I have to put those in first. I don't like the fact that they're so close to each other. Balance them out.
Handle with
So,
kid gloves.
It was 1570.
I'm starting the centrifuge. Let's see what results come out.
I still don't think she was. It was the alcohol poisoning that killed her. I don't think that's
open,
one.
So, fucking hell!
Hey, you want me to go see you, huh, Demon Girl?
Ridley! Mr. Ridley! Where is he? The fuses need resetting. Fuck it. I'll do it myself. I swear there was a flashlight in here. Whatever. I know where the switches are anyway. First the right, and then the left.
I said this was gonna be important earlier, didn't I?
And voila.
Oh, I don't like that.
What?
Yo, can y'all not? I'm already messing with dead bodies. I don't like this.
What the? Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't I work in peace?
Okay. Bro, this is getting creepy. What's up, bro? Who is this?
Jack Hanman speaking.
Easy, why so rude?
Steve? Sorry, man.
Happy
This place is
playtime?
falling apart, and Ridley won't even lift a finger to help. You just can't work here.
Did the centrifuge strip the fuses again?
Yeah, eventually everything's gonna go up in smoke.
I do want to
Look
try
on the
Poppy
bright side.
Playtime, I won't lie.
Free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Okay, sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm calling to ask how the autopsy's going.
Why is he?
Soon there'll be journalists sniffing around for info, so we'd best be ready.
I'll whiz through this in a couple of hours. It doesn't look like a complicated case to me. More of a formality. The report will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew. How's your head?
Well, my head seems better than yours. On the way to work.
Holy fuck. Jack, turn on the radio.
What? What's happening?
Quiet.
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped.
Okay, that's the red
However,
flag.
the scale
A bunch
of the
convicts
accident
probably
indicates
escaped.
a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their
One of them is
execution,
probably
which
someone
was
that
to
killed
take
his wife.
place tomorrow morning. Many of them are very dangerous criminals.
Watch, it's gonna be one of them
We
that
will
killed his
report
wife.
on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What? Was, Steven, was Red Pete one of the passengers?
There it is.
He was,
Red Pete
wasn't
was
he?
it.
What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. They want me on site.
What if he survived?
I gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
Okay, that's
Fuck.
not the
Calm down,
greatest
Jack.
plan.
Pills. I need my pills. You heard him, Jack. A serious accident. Lots of victims. He's definitely dead. Yes.
Okay.
Nothing's
The
gone
brother-in-law
bad.
saying nothing. What happened?
Christ. I've
Okay.
gotta get back to work.
So the brother-in-law saying like ignoring his worries right there isn't a good idea, because from what we got, Jesus
What?
Christ. So from what I can understand, the Red Pete guy probably killed his wife. Yeah, his wife's killer probably. And this guy is literally terrified of him. And the fact that his worries were brushed aside like that is not good. Because so far we know the security guard is not doing anything. And the guy could have survived. And knowing this game, I just started it, but there's a high chance the guy did survive, and he's gonna come after me. But the police ignoring that I could have been one of the victims as well. With a probable wanted serial killer if he's on death row. Yeah, that's not. You best believe that's gonna come up very soon. Making sure all of these are closed. Perfect. Let me put the sensitivity up. Controls, can I do that? General mouse sensitivity, I'll put it on 60. Alright, there we go.
Technical break. At least I know I can pursue a career as a janitor if I need to.
Oh yeah, centrifuge.
Fucking hell!
Jesus. This guy really needs to get off his pills. Because he's starting to
All right,
scare me.
Let's see if we were able to get anything out of this piece of crap.
Oh, pick it up. And then, like the samples, 1, 2.
And miraculously, yes.
I still think this right here is pretty cool.
The samples did spin. I'll transfer them to the chromograph in the lab.
The rack, which is here inside of the lab.
All right, let's load this up.
Where's the... There it is.
I placed the test tubes in the rack.
Take the pipette and set it to draw 5mm of fluid.
Now, just take 5 milliliters from each.
Okay, set up pipette. Oh, bro, this is pretty cool.
Precisely.
5mm. Oh, I wish I had that back in chemistry class. That would have been so nice. Oh no, I went over. Okay. The first sample.
And the next.
Oh, setup is fine. Set the pipette to draw 10 mil. Oh, okay. I didn't read that. And 15.
Five more.
Go. Yeah, this one's 15. Okay, perfect. And stop.
We put the prepared
Perfect.
sample into the machine.
I like how he's telling me what to do without actually telling me what to do with the Wii. Place the collected samples into a chromographer.
Let's see what we have here. The results indicate that the deceased did consume alcohol shortly before her death. However, this is not an amount that could cause poisoning leading to death. Just
Cannabis.
slight inebriation.
Whoa.
I can return to the body and continue the rest of the examination.
Oh, okay, so it's just analysis. Okay, so that's test what it's close to. All right, okay. Oh, wait. The bottom. The bottom says what she... So positive findings. She had alcohol in her system. And she also had fentanyl. Yeah, she had fentanyl and alcohol in her system. Okay. Not the greatest of mixes. But a mix nonetheless. Pretty. I like that. I like that little feature.
The chromatograph results show that we can eliminate alcohol poisoning from our list of potential causes of death. However,
okay. So
remember that
poisoning.
alcohol can affect the functioning of the entire body. It disturbs the heart rhythm, accelerating its rate.
All right, let me check
and
the...
dilutes the blood, which
like
may
the syringe and
result in
obtain
more
2
severe
samples
bleeding in
for the
event of an
toxicology.
accident. Also remember that alcohol affects the metabolism of drugs in the liver, which I'll now look at in more detail. First, I'll pick up the syringe again. I'll take samples from the liver and the heart to test the concentration of barbiturates in the body. That's enough. I'll do the test later. I'd best not try my luck with the centrifuge right now. Now I removed the liver.
Alright, so I don't have to do it again. Alright. Okay, that's the liver.
However,
it's tasty.
It is slightly enlarged. Perhaps it's
What
a
did I
slight
just say?
inflammation or drug-induced damage.
Okay.
It may also be the result of the deposition of substances from drugs. Let's check the weight of the organ.
Right. Weigh the liver at the scale, then transfer it to the cutting table. Uncensored, do you know how much livers are supposed to weigh?
The weight is 1,300 grams. The liver is enlarged.
And now I get to cut it open.
I'll move on to a cross-sectional study. Perhaps the enlargement is the result of early cancerous changes. The blade glides through smoothly. I don't feel like I'm encountering any changes with an unusual structure.
Go. Back down. Slow and steady.
No steatosis or cirrhosis. The liver is actually quite clean inside.
Why is it enlarged if it's clean? Interesting. You know, if I was actually into medicine, this would be so much better for me. So, man, the standard average range is 970 to 1,860 grams, or 2.4 pounds. 2.2 pounds. Wait, I'll say that. And at 4.1 pounds. The standard range for a woman is 600 to 1,970 grams. Okay. Yeah, that's why Google exists.
The liver is basically healthy. We already know
Thanks
that
for
the
that.
deceased didn't abuse alcohol. The
So
question
no
is whether
alcohol
drugs
abuse.
or other substances.
Fentanyl. It's
I move on to
maybe
the heart.
fentanyl.
Oh,
The heart looks.
at a glance, we can see signs of a heart attack. The deceased is definitely too young to have a heart attack due to natural causes. The liver is enlarged, not from alcohol poisoning, and the heart looks like it has collapsed. So, I guess we need to go to the centrifuge and check for these barbiturates.
Interesting. So overdose. Why can't I get out? Oh, mark the damaged part on the clipboard.
The last time I saw this kind of poisoning was a few years ago. I better check the data in my notebook. He was a middle-aged guy. He took his medication and forgot about it. So he took another pill. He forgot again and took another one. And another one.
Okay, so far from what I got,
That's why it's
for what he
better to
just said,
have
she
them
had
use
the heart
drugs
attack.
in boxes labeled with the days of the week. This sort of thing rarely happens anymore. Doctors tend to prescribe benzodiazepines. They are safer, but still shouldn't be combined with alcohol.
wait, from what I saw earlier, like I said, alcohol mixed with fentanyl. I don't know if that can actually give you heart attacks IRL. I do know it messes with your lungs or something like that, but fentanyl is mixed up with what she was drinking. Wasn't a fatal dose of alcohol either, so definitely not that. And I'm gonna leave that door open because I know it's gonna come mess with me later. I'm not gonna get jump scared by this. Yeah, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, uncensored. Alright, let's see. No, I have to go back to centrifuge. Okay, place the samples here.
All right.
Then 15. 70. Set the correct values for both valves to start mixing. 15 minutes, 70. Yeah. Then alright. Action. Set the correct valve values on both. 70 right here. 15. Strange. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. I think I should have done it right. Okay. Put on 15, put on 70. You please work? Notes. Presence of alcohol in the blood. Oh, this is for alcohol. If it's for something else, what do I test? How do I test it? Give me a second. For alcohol, maybe it's... No, I've checked for alcohol. If he's checking for another substance, where do I check that part? Something there for information. Wait, I'll go try it again. Notes. Change page, there we go. Oh, there's multiple things. It's okay, that's pretty interesting. Depends on what I'm looking for. Submit an application for, okay. I am going to try 1075. Action. I can't move. What is it looking for? It is very detailed. I'm looking for barbiturates. Barbiturates is right here. So the time needs to be on 10. Speed needs to be on 75. And for barbiturates, so
We close the centrifuge and pray that it doesn't trip anything again.
1075. It will trip something. Watch. I'm ready this time. I'm ready. You see, now that I'm ready, it's not gonna
Looks
do
like
it.
our luck is in.
As soon as I was ready, you know you can't scare me, game. Alright, I'm gonna go
Take the
check.
samples to the lab
Okay,
now.
it's very
I
detailed, but
wonder how she
some
was able to get
inaccuracies.
hold of these drugs.
Good. I don't want. Good. As long as I know some of this stuff is inaccurate, I'm no longer as freaked out. Humans should not be playing with humans like this. I know it's necessary, but I don't like it.
Okay, 2 samples this time.
Wait.
6 milliliters each.
Okay, there we go. Set up pipettes. 6. Alright, there we go. Now I have to go all the way down. Why didn't it work? But I mean, how accurate has this game been so far? Because this feels very detailed to me. Okay, go right there. Place the samples in the
let's see how much of
chromatograph. These words are too big for me sometimes.
Nothing surprising. Significant amounts of phenobarbital metabolites of hepatic origin.
I have no idea what that means.
I'll have to check the contents of the deceased's stomach.
She could have been poisoned. That is another possibility right there. Because a heart attack does not make sense for how young she is. It's just a layer of fat surrounding the organs called... I can't say that. The intestine does not animate it and is extremely accurate because it's probably not. Yeah. I don't see doctors having much time for a game this detailed.
The tests showed that the collected blood contained enough barbiturates to cause cardiopulmonary collapse. The question now is whether it was an accident or a deliberate act. I'm proceeding to examine the stomach. Before extraction, I ligate the entire organ to prevent its contents from spilling out.
Begin a thorough investigation on the
I'm
stomach.
now cutting out the organ, which will move to the board for dissection.
Yeah, so... Okay, so far, from what I got from the story so far, a lot of bruising, a heart attack, which doesn't make sense for her age. So, you know, she could have been fed something.
Normally, the stomach and intestines are full of surprises.
I have to be careful here. So she could have been fed something to give her that heart attack or poison, something similar. Hopefully I find something. I want to know what killed this girl. Whether it was an accident or a legitimate threat to society.
But not this time. We see remnants of undigested food and a dense mass of pills. You don't take this many drugs by accident.
She was killed then. Yeah, because there's no way she was killed. Or it could also be a self-delete attempt. But not so much of an attempt. She is dead, so.
Length and width normal. No obvious pathological changes. Undigested drugs found in the stomach of the deceased. The direct cause of death was probably an overdose. I'll check the rest of the organs, and then the nervous system. We'll see how significant the marks of the deceased's intestine is normal. No clear pathological changes. Lungs
blackened.
Lesions. The victim was probably a smoker.
Probably a smoker.
Unlikely to be
Her
in any
lungs are
serious
blackened
danger.
to hell and back.
The deceased's trachea is normal. Complete patency. No food or fluid. Abdominal cavity checked off. We can check the brain.
Okay, I have to check her brains now. That's fun.
I make a cut to open the lid of the victim's skull and remove the brain.
Stay in the middle. I said yesterday, this isn't really a game I'm able to just talk a lot. I'm just too interested in what's going on here.
No obvious lesions. Alright. I need to dissect it on a board.
Jesus. So much of her body has been taken out. Yikes. And, you know, she has to be buried after when, you know, missing half her body mass.
Using a knife, I carefully cut through the brain tissue. I peek inside a bit, and...
Okay, I can go fast on this. I'm used to it now.
Worth noting. As expected, the deceased's brain is in excellent condition. No discoloration or changes due to hypoxia. There is still the matter of the marks on the neck. They look superficial, but who knows? Maybe the spinal cord has been severed. I need goggles and a saber saw. I think the goggles were in the desk drawer. Oh, they're out there. Alice.
Tripping again. Bro, you really need to go to therapy.
Saw. Fuck. I don't see it here. Oh. I know. I probably left it in the basement after its last cleaning.
I have to go to the basement. God, I don't this place at all, man. It's giving me that one other game where you fight demons.
Mr. Ridley, I need a key to the basement.
It's in the social room.
Why is the key lying at the... never mind. Thank you.
Hey, Hammond. Did you hear about the convoy? Well, maybe you'll get a chance to relive your glory days and catch Red Beat again, huh?
Let's hope there won't be a need for that.
I don't like you, Mr. Ridley. Like, that's not funny.
If only he could put that much enthusiasm into his work.
I don't think my character left the window open. There's no way.
I get the feeling that searching through this rubbish is more pathogenic than working with corpses.
Okay, it's right there.
Please, may this be the last trip.
I don't want to go to the basement. I really don't. Like a bad idea.
Fuck. Why did the prison convoy have to get into an accident? Jack, take a deep breath.
Bro, of course the basement's outside.
Pleasantly cool breath. You're nearly finished with the autopsy. Then you can go home and rest.
Oh, it's not only is it outside, it is all the way back here.
I'll take the saw.
I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out for this dude. And he was being watched, by the way. Like I said earlier, he was being watched by something. By someone.
Fuck! It's jammed! Doesn't anyone do maintenance around here? Damn it.
I don't think they do, buddy.
Never again, if only.
At least he has a weapon now. Jesus Christ. I didn't think this was a horror game either.
Things away properly.
Someone's been living here. No way.
Damn student lectures and their fucking props.
Props. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's living here. Why is this open? I didn't turn this on. Yeah, best believe if that guy walks. Oh, I can't. This isn't much of a weapon when it's not plugged in. Alright, time to go. For now, still calm and relaxing. I'm not calm or relaxed. I am very much stressed out. This is not even. I don't think this is even supposed to be a horror game.
And like clockwork, he's already sleeping.
Okay, oh, a security guard can't be asleep like this, man. Mr. Ridley, I need you. Oh, okay. You know, because of that, the guy's gonna walk right in here. The front door's not locked. Okay. Bad times, man. Bad times. Okay, that's fine. Bro, I'm
sorry for the short interruption. I hope you all took the opportunity to grab some coffee. And now that I have everything I need, I'll move on to revealing the spinal cord.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Why do I have to saw for a spinal cord? Oh, that is. I'm glad this girl is dead. Because Jesus. Do they actually use saws like this? Hey. Well. Oh. God.
The spine is removed. I can see that the spinal cord was not severed. This shows that apart from the marks around the neck, hanging didn't negatively affect the condition of the deceased. Ladies and gentlemen, almost over. Now, to sum up and tidy away the body.
Jesus.
The direct cause of Samantha Barker's death was a heart attack resulting from an overdose of barbiturates.
Overdose. Okay, so a heart attack because of an overdose of barbiturates, right? But I still think there's a third party factor involved.
Traces found on the body suggest that the overdose was a deliberate act, following a failed attempt to hang herself.
Okay.
The autopsy found no evidence or genetic materials indicating that death could have been the result of an attack. Third-party involvement must be excluded.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. What he said, like there was a third party involved, but like it's excluded. No evidence of a third party involved. But what about the bruising here on her shoulder? Okay, so I have to write suicide as like a cause of death.
Autograph, and we can start sewing.
I still don't believe. Make it look fancy. There we go.
In the 1950s and 1960s, the use of barbiturates for suicide was actually quite common. I think it was most talked about after the death of Marilyn Monroe. At home, it was a help and comfort. On death row, a farewell to the convicts.
Go. Close her right
Well,
up.
we're done for today. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, where's the top of her head?
Tiring day. I can feel those hunger pains coming on. I guess I'll have to pick something up
Okay.
along the way.
There we go. I'm still scared I'm gonna
Gloves
get
in the
attacked.
trash. Leave the apron for cleaning. Now I can go. Can't
Try hanging herself more than
I didn't
once.
turn it off.
Yeah, that's it. So, the closest person was Miku, from what he said earlier, but there wasn't a third party involved. So, she tried hanging herself more than once. She failed multiple times.
A nightcap will do me good.
And then after that, she just took a whole bunch of pills that gave her a heart attack that killed her.
Good night, Mr. Ridley. The police will pick up the body and accompanying documentation in the morning.
Sure.
I guess there are actually two things in this world you can be certain of.
Mr. Ridley,
Death and
I don't
people's
like you.
reluctant attitude.
I need a competent security guard if I was ever gonna work places like this. It just seems like a disaster waiting to happen.
Alright, maybe three things. My whiskey on the rocks when I get home.
He didn't take any of the items off. He still has his gloves on and his apron.
So cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work. This
Oh yeah.
block can be quite intimidating when
You,
it's so
you know
quiet.
something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen.
Almost there. Stephen didn't want to go out for a drink tonight, so I'll drink my whiskey in the company of my TV. Shit. I forgot the muffin. Well, Ridley will have a nice treat for the night. I'm sure he'll be his happy, thankful self tomorrow.
You know, I don't like the fact that I walk in and it's just red. I don't like the fact that closed too. I don't know where my apartment's at, by the way. The music is good. I quite like it. It's relaxing. The environment around me is not relaxing, though.
What? What the fuck? But I locked it. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, this is when you call the police after you know the guy that killed your wife is on the loose. The police should know this too.
Who the fuck did this? I don't have a... Oh, God. Oh, God. What am I supposed to do now?
Grab a knife.
Money. They must have stolen the money.
Okay, time to go check.
Fuck! Great. That's all I need.
Okay, they stole the money and the wedding ring.
Ooh, what if it was Red Pete?
Okay, so they left everything else. Yeah, I feel like everything worth anything to this guy, aside from the money, is still here.
I need my pills. I can't get my thoughts together.
Sure nobody's in here. Perfect. Dude, this guy does not have the greatest life.
I'm gonna have to report this to the police. Christ. Why did the neighbors not report anything? I'm calling... Stephen?
Now, Jack, I told you I'm going for a drink with you for another night in a row.
That's not why I'm ringing. Although I could do with one. Someone broke into my apartment.
What? Did anyone see anything? Have you called the police yet?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, no one contacted me. As for the police, I'm calling right now, officer.
All right. Do you want me to head around? Look for any trace evidence?
I don't know. No, I guess not. Honestly, I don't have the strength to deal with it right now. I just want to lie down.
Are you sure? Because it's no trouble at all.
I think so. I'm sorry. I just wanted to calm down a bit. I don't know. That's probably some stupid joke.
Does not sound like a
Money?
joke.
From Alice's box? Oh, fuck. Listen, I can come over. I have the key. I'll drop by, do what I need to do, and you go get some sleep.
No, don't trouble yourself. Lately, I've been just so tired and distracted. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to close the apartment door on my way to work. If anything else is missing, I'll let you know and call the police.
All right. Just make sure you close it tonight. If you see anything weird tomorrow, let me know. Whoever did this may be watching you.
I don't think anyone is dumb enough to come back.
You're probably right. Take care, Jack. If you need anything, call me.
I promise I will. Thanks, Stephen. Sorry to bother you again. I've just been all over the place lately.
It's not a problem. Good night, Jack.
Good night.
What the?
What?
I don't like the fact this picture is here
Where
right
to
there.
start?
Yeah, the fact that picture is there right there, I don't
Shit.
like that.
The glass in this thing needs to be replaced.
That.
Jack, why?
I think I'm just tired.
Maybe watching you correlates with what he was, why he was being watched earlier. Yeah, there's more to this, by the way. Like I said
Maybe
before
I can
earlier,
barricade the door with this. I should pack this thing away.
there was a
I
guy
have no
watching
interest in DIY
me,
at the moment.
like
Now
in the
I'm
morning
sure
before he
won't
went to
get
work.
Caught up in these papers.
I
Alice's
didn't
family
show it
should
because I
really
was
have
going
sympathies.
fast. But earlier, when I was checking, trying to find the thing I couldn't find yesterday, the guy was right over here. I checked outside, and it says there was this car that was there multiple times before.
To be honest, I could leave it like this. There you go. I still don't understand why Alice liked this painting so much. That's enough for now. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I'll get the rest in the morning.
Yeah, and I never liked
It
these
seems
things.
like the burglar wasn't looking for anything here. Actually, I'm not surprised.
I never liked the windows, like where it has like stairs leading up there. It always freaked me out. Somebody could get in there easy. Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, I should take my pills.
What? Oh, he was tripping. Uh-oh. Guards are no longer drugging. Yeah, this guy really needs to stop taking these pills. It's not doing
I
good
feel
for
like
him.
it takes me forever to finish these things. That's enough.
He has nothing to say about
Never
why his
look
apartment
clean.
looks good.
I need to quickly change and finish getting ready.
Money's still gone though. Huh. Interesting. The money is still gone. Everything else seems to be in its place. Yeah, because if you look at this, last night this was broken. There's no way to replace a glass on this thing like that quickly when he went to bed. Bunch of trash cans. Maybe someone did break in. Someone who has a key. Like Steven. Took the money. Maybe I'm just reaching, but that is a high possibility.
I'm gonna be late for work again. Got my keys, got my files. Check. Time to go.
If there's anything outside I can check. The game was kind of made by doctors. So they did have the time. Yeah, this guy's mental health is
Things to do
not.
properly, Jack. I'll ask the neighbors
Check
tomorrow.
the
if
money.
there's
Yeah,
anything
I did check the
suspicious.
money. Yeah, the money's not there.
I wonder if Ridley fixed the coffee machine.
Neither is the ring. Two things are missing, the money and the ring. But everything else back in the apartment is fine. Get it? Everything else is fine unless the brother-in-law. I was wrong. He did get robbed. The brother-in-law said he was gonna come over and clean up. That's where the trash bags are at. I still don't understand why this is fixed again. Maybe. Two things missing, but the brother-in-law did say he was gonna come over and clean a lot. Anything else? I heard a thump. Can I go to oh, I can go to the second floor. Okay, that's good to know. What's going on out here? Nothing. Oh, my neck.
Huh?
This is not my floor. No. Not my. Okay. What the? This guy is not doing good right now. He is not doing good at all. That's probably symbolism for something. Out of service. Yeah, this guy should really consider moving because at this point, living in an area like this does not seem like a good drugs. What a name for a store. Does not seem
Maybe
like
a
a
bit
good idea.
optimistic. I'd better grab a coffee on the way.
The house was a mess before the one in searching. Just didn't know where. It's true. I'm so curious as to why a person just ransacks a place,
I'm exhausted.
looks for a box of money, and then leaves. Person
Wonder
must have
who
known
Steven
about the
brought
box
in
of money.
today. Good morning, Mr. Ridley. No, he's not here yet? No, I'll do without him.
Look what here. Look what's here. Wanted fugitive, Peter Red Pete Hockett. So he did live. This is a good time to start carrying a weapon on you.
Oh, come on. He was too lazy to even wheel the gurney to the autopsy room.
Alice, I'm gonna need you to stop.
Almost there.
Yeah, I really don't think working without the guard is a good idea at all.
The body needs to be moved.
Especially with the fact that guy.
Where's Ridley when you need him?
Especially considering the fact that this guy is actively looking. Wait, maybe actively looking for our character.
All right. I just need some gloves and my apron. Then I can get to work.
Apron. What time is it? Gloves,
I'm
'cause
going
I have
to
to
get
go
my tape
soon.
for this.
Start the voice recorder lying on the desk.
Autopsy dated November 22nd, 1991. 7:32 p.m. Led by Dr. Jack Hanman.
Alright, I'm gonna go quick with this autopsy.
I begin by verifying the identity of the Jane Doe. It's most likely Harper Lloyd, age 35, found in a well-owned house by her neighbors Leonard and Dorothy Chelsea, reported missing for a week.
I see.
Firefighters found the body after the Chelsea family began complaining that their tap water tasted strange,
Yeah,
and at
he's
one
way too
point
calm.
had begun to smell and turn a dark color.
Oh, that's gross. They were drinking dead body fluids.
The last person who had contact with the deceased was her partner. Harper's last message read as follows: "I'm gonna take a shit in their stupid well. Then we'll see who has the last laugh." Nice one.
Yeah, the neighbors had a nice laugh because you
Police
died.
records also show that Mrs. Lloyd was in constant conflict with her neighbors. The constant parties and subsequent brawls made living in the area nearly impossible, especially when Lloyd's partner wasn't around.
I see.
It is also known that the deceased was diagnosed with affective bipolar disorder. Harper was placed on drug therapy, which she dropped out of fairly regularly. The most important task in forensic identification of a drowned person is to distinguish whether the death occurred before or after entering the water.
Okay, so far this is another this may be another drug case that killed her. Oh.
Okay, that could have been worse. I carefully removed the victim's clothes so as not to damage the skin.
He's bloated.
The deceased was found. One shoe was missing. I'm going to need the camera to document all possible suspicious marks.
He looks bloated. Yeah, that's goodness. That's kind of, I didn't expect to see that kind of death.
Definitely the first thing that stands out is the very advanced post-mortem gigantism.
Yeah, lungs will tell if there was death before that. Goodness gracious.
The skin of the deceased appears very delicate, smooth, and relaxed from being in the water for a long time. The whole body is extremely pale.
Okay, so first things first. I can take a picture of that. Can I?
Post-mortem markings are seen on the
Oh, I
underside
have to get
of the
closer
body.
from those.
That is, on the back, thighs, and calves of the deceased.
Face. Closer.
There are bruises and hemorrhages on the neck. These usually occur due to increased inhalation when fighting to breathe underwater.
Okay. Thigh.
It's likely that the deceased was lying on her back when she was fished out.
I'm gonna assume the feet. No? I was wrong on that. I'm gonna go around. The hand.
The skin on the hands can be easily separated from the body. The separation takes the form of a glove.
Shoulder? Oh, she could have scraped her shoulder when she was falling down the well.
There are some obvious scratches on the skin.
And then anything else around here? Need one more picture. The soles of the feet, which look very wrinkled.
The so-called washerwoman's skin on the feet. The deceased had indeed been in the water for a long time.
Perfect. I got all the pictures. So the face, gross. General pic. Chest. Feet. This one. The arm. And the thigh. Am I missing a picture? Yes,
So,
I am. The hand.
after the preliminary exam, it's time to take a closer look at this.
Okay, perform the
Day's date.
autopsy.
The deceased was clothed. Rigor mortis does not need to be checked. Based on the state of decay, you can be sure it has subsided.
Inspect the areas of concern with the magnifying glass. Why is she missing an eye?
We see thick white foam in the mouth of the deceased, resulting from pulmonary edema. Foam is a characteristic in deaths due to drowning.
I'm learning from
There
this
are
game too
obvious
as well.
scratches on the skin, especially on the back and hands. These could be defensive wounds, evidence of some sort of altercation prior to death.
Interesting.
The spots have a purplish blue-red hue, which is a typical sign of the death of the organism. Yep, pretty typical. Liver mortis are formed as a result of putrefaction of blood in the veins. No obvious signs of struggle. The skin on the hands would have easily peeled away from the flesh. Some of the fingers have already lost their nails.
That's okay. I'm playing this
Due to
game.
the fact that the deceased was wearing shoes all the time, her feet are in better condition than her hands. Nevertheless, we can still notice a clear, wavy skin and the so-called washerwoman's skin texture.
Interesting.
Okay, that's probably enough to indicate a direction for further examination.
Okay, so from what I could know, what I could see so far, the only sign that there may have been an altercation, that means that she was killed, is this. But I'm going to assume it's because she fell inside the well and then scratched her arm as she was falling down. The eye that she's missing, not sure what's going on with that yet. Sure, I'll figure it out soon. But yeah, that's the only, her arm's the only indication that she may have been killed. I don't think it's true
The
though.
record marks found on the neck and foaming at the mouth are typical signs of drowning people.
Drowning.
Those abrasions appear relatively fresh. No healing or scarring is visible.
Relatively fresh. That could be when she fell or got attacked. I'm still not sure about
There
that
doesn't seem to be anything unusual about this liver mortis. Diffuse spots are caused by blood rotting in the veins. Considering the deceased's penchant for drinking alcohol, it could have been a mere accident.
Yeah, that's why I'm not too sure
Hands
about the
heavily
eye.
wrinkled
There could be
from
nothing
submersion
wrong
of
with it.
water. Typical washerwoman's skin.
Okay, so far everything else that I've seen has to do with drowning, with death in water. Like he's saying, the only thing is the scratch. That's the only thing I'm looking at right now. Possible death.
In this case, the question
Drowning.
is, was drowning an accident or of suicidal intent? Maybe it's just an abrasion, or maybe the result of a fight and being pushed into a well.
I'm thinking it's a third party
Their
involved.
distribution suggests that the liver mortis suffered a simple trip, loss of balance, and as a result, he
Could have
went
tripped
up in
and
a
fall.
deep hole. Fortunately, the skin on the hands didn't. Before I begin the dissection, I'll make sure the suggested identity is correct.
I need a wrench. Do I?
The suitcase with the fingerprint equipment should be around here somewhere.
That's you. Thank you. Okay, I have to find the suitcase so I can check her fingerprints. What if... I don't think... Yeah, I don't think it was a suicide at all. It's already been stated she has problems with her neighbors, and thank you for that. It's already been stated she has problems with her neighbor. So I don't think it was a suicide attempt. It may have been a neighbor. Who put this up again? Seriously, the person that keeps putting that up needs to stop. Sure. Nothing's there. I need to make sure Ridley is here. Oh, he's here. Oh, next to the body. Thought I was outside.
Oh, Jesus.
I did not like that.
Oh,
I
here
did
it
not
is.
like that at all.
With decomposing bodies, the tissue of the pads and the fingers tends to shrink. To remove the fingerprint sheet should always be checked. Slipping fingers, if the body of the deceased is well preserved, fingerprinting is similar to that of a living person.
Lady, why did you get up? I don't appreciate that.
I'm going to conduct a dactyloscopic examination. If in fact the deceased is in the police database, I will find her. Glycerin is injected successively between the nail and the skin of each finger. The substance then
There we
enters the
go.
fingertip, removing shrinkage and wrinkles.
Perfect. Oh, that's creepy. Yeah, I know this. Like I was saying before, I know this stuff is like necessary when examining dead bodies and all that. But like, I just don't want to imagine my body
Now I
being
take a
treated like
brush.
this.
Only
I know there's
when
nothing
the
wrong with
skin
it, but
is
like,
taut
I don't
and
like it.
elastic. Can you use ink?
The entire palm of pigment.
I think it's enough.
Not
I'm
enough.
getting fingerprint samples. In
Papers
the case
like
of drowning
fingerprints.
victims, you have to be extremely careful. The skin may fall off the hand like a glove when you take the print. I'll use the fax machine to add the print into the system.
I see the print. Oh, I can't. Unfortunate.
Green button and...
You know, if the guy does this,
Uploads, I'll run the prints against the police database on the computer.
if the guy does decide to attack,
Great.
by the way,
The data is there.
I'm in an area with a bunch of potential weapons, so you're relatively safe if you're willing to fight back. By the way, you're relatively safe.
Now, go through the database and find a matching print. Expect possible hours of fun.
Right there. That looks to be matching.
More. Analyze button. And we have a result.
it
Everyone
is here.
has a story to tell, even if it's just a police record.
Oh, she has a record.
So, as predicted, the deceased turned out to be Harper Lloyd. That went smoothly. I'll print this out and attach it to the medical records.
Okay, so here's her record so far. Disorderly conduct, aggressive behavior due to alcohol, more disorderly conduct, nuisance and vandalism, more disorderly okay, most of her stuff is disorderly conduct, aggressive behavior, nuisance and aggressive behavior under alcohol. Not all of them have been under alcohol. That was just this year, by the way. So this year, 1991, it has been a lot of disorderly conduct. The year before, low-level shoplifting, disorderly conduct, shoplifting, petty theft, and disorderly conduct. The year before that as well. So for the past 3 years, she has not been the best person.
Great. Now we can go back to my inspection. I'm adding the name of the deceased. I'll start the internal examination by taking fluid from the victim's brain. A needle inserted through the nose will do the trick.
Hey.
If the victim was alive when she fell into the well, she must have swallowed water fighting for her life. And then diatoms, characteristics of pooled water like a well, got into it. In the meantime, I'll check the sample under the microscope. I'm sure that these algae traces will be found in the samples taken from the well where police found the body.
Okay.
Now I need to adjust the knobs properly and place the diatom in the aperture. Still needs a... Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here.
Okay, focus.
It's not a dirty lens. And perfect.
There.
I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
Brightness, move it up right around there. I find this pretty interesting how I'm doing this. Move back a bit.
I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance.
That's not gonna work. I have to get closer.
Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
Still haven't found what I'm looking for. That thing moving.
As expected, we find the aforementioned algae in the solution. Their upper part, epitheca, which overlaps the lower, hypotheca, is clearly visible. The presence of diatoms in the brain samples taken indicate that the deceased was certainly alive when she fell into the water and was possibly conscious.
Okay, what's a lot uncensored for a microscope? And so she was alive when she fell in, not a suicide attempt, and she could have fallen. But I still think she was pushed in.
In the brain, it means that many more of them must have entered the body. Studies of the rest of the organs will most likely confirm this hypothesis.
Okay, so
I can
need to study
finally
more.
get to the practical part. I must
There
be
we go.
extra careful because the skin of the deceased is very stretched. I wouldn't want an explosion here.
I want to see what happens when I open up the body. I want to see how different it is from a body that didn't die due to drowning. Okay, empty hand.
You can immediately see a very large swelling of the organs. In addition, all internal organs are very congested. I
One goes
proceed to remove the
2,000
rib cage.
times. Jeez.
It's easy to see that the ribs have been imprinted in the lungs. So, I'm going to start by drawing blood from the... If diatoms were only present in the lungs, this would mean that the victim was placed in the well after death, and the perpetrator wanted to get rid of the corpse in this way. Now, I remove the lungs and proceed to their examination. Taking the lungs in my hand, I feel that the tissues have lost their elasticity, which is the result of water emphysema. In addition, there is significant swelling of the organs, and as a result, we have a nice imprint of the ribs. The emphysema itself, it's clear how far it's progressed, which is characteristic of drowning. Corpses found in
What's
water
that one?
are worth
How
examining
far
with
does that one go?
telegraph. However, I can't count on such luxuries, so I must reach for a more archaic technology. A bucket and water.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Why does he need a bucket of water? I don't like that. Nah. We not just about to disappear after that.
Who has anyone been here?
Okay, so there's no way somebody's in here. Okay, looking around, there's no way they could have gotten in here.
I hope no one dipped a mop in it. It's best to go to the lab for this.
I still don't like that. I'm gonna check. Only 10 times. You see, had Red Pete wanted to be dead, he would have walked right past this guy, and no one would have known a thing. Okay, how do I perform the drown test? Need water. Go in here. How do I perform a drown test? Strange. Oh, it's 901.
Huh?
I do not like that. Anybody? Jesus. I don't like that at all. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. But dang, I want to continue right now, but I gotta go. I unfortunately gotta go. But it's so upsetting. The bad part is it doesn't save. So what I'm Alright. I'm gonna continue this. I don't know if I can do it tomorrow. Monday. I'm gonna continue this Monday. But I have to go now. Tomorrow I can't. Staying out quite late. I will continue this Monday. I do.
Historically, the lung float test is used to detect infanticide.
Well, I have before I start on Monday, I'm gonna have to get back to this part though. So I'm gonna end it right here. I don't want to get further because if I exit, it doesn't save, by the way. That's the bad part. So I'm gonna exit now. So it doesn't take me very long to get back to this spot. Which I didn't get very far anyway, so it's fine. Anyways, I do have to go though. Unfortunately. I'm really enjoying this game. Bye boys.